I would say this is SCP-5783, aka Accidents Never Happen.
The containment class is Keter. The disruption class is Blum. The risk class is Warning. Level 3 Confidential. Special containment procedures. Full containment of SCP-5783 is considered both prohibitively disruptive and undesirable at this time. Containment efforts instead focus on keeping general public unaware of the availability of segmentation emergency services. Segmentation meaning separation. Telecommunication Monitoring Office Telecommunications Monitoring Office record all instances of the SCP calls, so their locations and semantic content can be analyzed. SCP calls bypass usual Tier 1 human monitoring and should not be intercepted by TMO operatives. Subsequent to finding of the incident -01, it is not presently permitted for Foundation staff to attempt to contact SCP-5783 service by any means. Following incident -02, it is also not presently permitted for Foundation operatives to attend the locations at which SCP-5783 calls claim emergencies are occurring owing to the personnel cost. Oh my. Description: SCP-5783 is an emergency call service which can be contacted by telephone in any locality that has a specialized number for emergency services. The caller asks for segmentation. The call is connected via presently untraceable means to a dispatcher, collectively as SCP-5783-1. SCP-5783-1 will speak to the caller, ascertain key details of the emergency, dispense instructions or advice, and will also frequently claim to have dispatched agents as a response. Semantic content of 5783 calls is largely inscrutable. Conversation is carried out in the caller's language using normal vocabulary grammar. However, the situation described do not correspond to baseline reality. Despite this, callers of 5783 act as if they were witness or participants in genuine emergency situations, and SCP-5783-1 treats calls with the word that I've looked up multiple times but can never remember how to pronounce: sincerity and urgency. Basically, it just means the caller will treat it with honesty, sincerity, and urgency. They take it seriously. No physical evidence of the emergencies described in SCP-5783 calls have been found. No SCP-5783 caller has been successfully identified. When specific locations, objects, and persons are described in the SCP calls, subsequent investigations, once the emergency has been resolved, have been uniformly been reported, and the descriptions have no correspondence to observed reality at the named location. Further, these locations are uniformly and currently uninhabited or sparsely inhabited areas. In 100% of the cases where SCP-5783 has been requested by name, the emergency service call taker has successfully connected the caller to SCP-5783-1. Despite this, call takers involved in an SCP-5783 call have shown no awareness of SCP-5783 when interviewed and are unable to demonstrate the process of connecting to SCP-5783 calls. Foundation agents who attend the given location in an ongoing emergency described in an SCP-5783 call are missing in action. Direct data of their experience was irrecoverable. For more details, see Addendum 3.
Alright, everyone ready to hear the first one? I'm sorry, did I cut you off, Jerry?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Once everyone's ready to hear the first call, I'll be here. I have experience in reading this file. Anyways, are we ready?
Yep.
I need segmentation.
This is segmentation. What's the location of your emergency? Gotcha. What's happening over there?
It's my mother. She's open.
Okay. Is she still coterminous?
Sorry, I don't know what that means.
Let me put it another way. Is she still able to ascend?
No. Yes, she is.
Good. Can you try lifting her right mandible for me?
Okay. Ron, I'm just gonna remove your mandible now, okay? For the nice person on the phone. I did it. It's a little acidic, but it still resonates. Is that good?
Okay. You're doing great. Try to keep her calm and well lubricated. I've sent a cocoon, and they should be with you soon.
I really like these phone calls because in my headphones, it doesn't sound like it's coming from an actual headphones. It sounds like it's coming out of my headset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They are very good. Also, how well they speak the words, no matter how weird it would be for us, because for the people in the call, it's supposed to be normal. So whoever made these recordings, like, extra kudos. That was really good acting.
Yeah. Now, next one we
Also,
gotta
for those,
read because, you know, it's in Spanish.
yes, but I would like to say, everyone, to possibly understand to help them in case they didn't get the hints from the mandible to being open, basically the mom has a giant wound somewhere, but she's still able to stand. She can move her mouth, which is her mandible, but obviously it wouldn't be good for her to get up, but she can get up. So that's what it means, but it also suggests they're insect people with chitlin, basically like a shell.
Yeah.
The shell is the skeleton. Yeah. All right, now the second call.
Were you the caller or the SCP?
I'll be the SCP. I don't remember what we did before.
Ah.
Transcript is translated from original Spanish.
I've just been shed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the assailant?
It was a few minutes ago. I was just projecting from the corner of 14th, and they emerged from the background and took it. They were chitinous and mean. I think one of them was from Puerto Rico.
And what still remains?
Just the image. I can't feel the surface anymore. It's particularly upsetting because it was a gift from my grandmother, so I can't just buy a new one.
I'm sending the drone, ma'am. Obviously, we can't guarantee we'll get it back. But if we derive,
Oh, I know.
we'll need a full statement from you.
Happy to do that if it gets these guys off the tangent, you know?
Great. Watch your antenna for the drone. All right, for those who do not understand what those terms mean, they're basically saying where she was, but in terms that we might not know, she was basically saying they had a shell of, their skin was, I guess, extra hard, and they had a bad attitude, and basically saying where she thinks the assailant was from.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they are asking what remains of what was stolen, and they're saying they have pictures, but not the items. And saying to watch your antenna for the drone, I would assume it's because antennas are better at sensing things than eyes are for insects.
Yep.
All right. Would you like to say any other comments that might clear how to understand that?
I think you got it perfect.
Very nice. I think the only reason I understand this so well is because of how many fucking times we've read this.
Fuck you, Streamlabs.
Bang, bang, bang. Addendum 2, Incident Dash 01. For several weeks beginning in 1997, August 15th, the Foundation made attempts to contact SCP-5783-1. SCP-5783 call information gathered by Telecommunication Monitoring Office was analyzed in order to construct plausible false SCP-5783 emergency scenarios that would also permit the Foundation to gather information on the nature of SCP-573-1 entity or entities. These efforts failed as SCP-573-1 was able to quickly identify in every instance the fraudulent nature of the emergency.
You okay?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone ready? I guess I assume everyone's ready.
Yeah, there's two people in the chat, but I don't know who the second person is.
Probably Buck. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Which is fine. Anyways. 3, 2, 1.
Please help. My mother is open.
Sir, are you lying to me?
No,
Sir, calling emergency services fraudulently is a serious crime. If you do not have a genuine emergency, please hang up the phone immediately.
But my mother's mandible is...
Not in this membrane, she isn't. Not at your angle. I'm sure this is all very funny to you, but our job is very serious, and wasting our time endangers people's lives. I will terminate this call.
I would like to say the reason why they failed to convince anyone is they sounded like a kid making a prank call.
Yeah.
If your mother was open, you wouldn't be like so calm. Like, my mother is open. That's not the voice of someone panicked. I imagine if your busta was open, you would definitely sound frantic. Addendum 3, Incident Dash 2. In an effort to learn more about the anomaly, agents of the MTF Omicron 67 zeroth responders were placed on standby near the area that had been previously named as the location of emergencies on. Oh, I just realized we forgot about zeroth responders when judging where to put everything earlier.
Well, it's a good thing we're starting over.
Oh, that's true. Were placed on standby near areas that had previously been named as the location of emergencies on SCP-5783 calls. Their aim was to attend the supposed location of an SCP-5783 emergency while the call was ongoing to see if there were any perceptible and or recordable phenomena. On 2004, I forgot what month.
May.
May 2nd, a suitable SCP-5783 call was detected by the Telecommunication Monitoring Office. The call described a situation seemingly analogous to a home invasion occurring at the address of an abandoned cinema in Portsmouth, United Kingdom.
Alright. Everyone ready? Right. And 3, 2, 1.
There's two of them, I think. I thought I'd lost them with the curvature, but they must have scented me. Please come quickly. They're coming through the differential. I'm with my cousins. They're scared.
Try to remain calm, ma'am. Is it safe where you are?
I don't know. I hope so. I've made a barricade from moths, and I've refracted myself, so it'll be harder to find. Oh, Jesus.
So basically, she thought she lost them when she was traveling, but they must have scented her, and I just want to say, once again, scents and sounds are probably things that most bugs pick up better than vision, as they do not have the same kind of eyeballs as humans.
Yeah.
So that means their eyes are not as quality, but their other sense. So basically, Her and her cousins tried to lose them, but they scented her, so they're basically able to follow her home. She's with her cousins, and they're scared. So yeah, mults basically means sheds. They have used their sheds to make a barricade. And refracted yourself. Hmm.
Maybe they're reality bending?
I do not think that.
Ah.
I'm looking. Oh, it might be connected to measure of focusing characteristics of an eye or the eyes. So she's basically. But that doesn't make sense. But the only other thing, I guess it's just a term we don't have. Their version of the term, I mean.
Gotcha.
It might be she's using her shell in a way and tucking it in a way so she'll be harder to find. Like it's bouncing off her shell, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, besides that one thing, it seems like everything is pretty easy to understand besides that one thing.
Then again, this is an SCP. Not SCPs aren't meant to be understood completely.
That's true. Well, I think the part that's hard to understand of this SCP is it sounds like it's from a different reality that's over our reality or connected to it somehow.
Yeah.
At this juncture, a Tier 2 operative from the Telecommunication Monitoring Office intervened on the call, disconnecting SCP-5783-1 and speaking to the caller directly, with the aim of keeping them on the phone. Simultaneously, agents Kanyun Ri and Girija Malik from MTF-0-67 were dispatched to the location.
Alright. Playing the audio in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ma'am. This is a new dispatcher taking over this call. Can you confirm your status?
I'm stilled and sheathed. The cousins are within me.
Can you describe yourself so our agents can recognize you?
I've got a sunlit pelt and fragrant windows.
Thank you. Oh, how about your surroundings? What does it look like there?
I don't understand the question.
What can you, perceive?
The two intruders are trembling. They are heavy with themselves. They seem like bad news.
I see.
They're going to breach the differential. They have to stop making waves.
I think the cousins being within her means they're hiding under a blanket. That or might be hiding behind her wings if she has wings or something like that. Maybe even holding them in their arms, which goes with them hiding from the intruders.
Alright. That makes sense.
I think that heavy with themselves means that they seem confident. What do you think?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And again, it doesn't go with the two intruders are trembling. But it does go with bad news. Well, oh well. The caller stopped speaking at this point for 4 minutes, 8 minutes after they were dispatched. Contact with agents Kang and Malik was lost, with GPS, audio, and visual signals becoming lost. or irretrievably corrupted within 200 meters of the cinema. 45 seconds later, the caller spoke again.
Alright. Playing the call in 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
I'm here. What's happening?
I'm not sure. I've never... The situation is very strange.
In what way?
The intruders. The curvature dilated them, but they're wrong. They have a softness.
Softness?
They don't resonate properly. I think maybe they can't project?
That is unusual. What else can you, perceive about them?
They're not normal. It's sickening watching them twist about. I think they're confused. Maybe not even intelligent. They're things.
Do you think they pose a danger to you?
Not if they can't project or understand curvature. Ugh, it's horrible.
In that case, can you, intersect with them? Perceive them more wholly?
That's a strange way of putting it, but sure. Listen. They're making noises. I think they might cease. Ugh, so gross. So when are the pods getting here?
I think, although I can't obviously understand everything in all the audios, I think that's very clear. I think at one point, it makes it very clear that Malik and the other uh, agent, instead of like when they entered, instead of entering that realm or universe or whatever the hell it is, instead of entering cleanly, they kind of combined with their versions on the insect version, and it did not bode well for them.
Yeah, they probably died. I mean,
They died, and then the caller basically poked it. They were
yeah.
already dead or dying. I don't think they actually killed them. I think they were too grossed out to touch them that much.
Yeah.
They went from scared to, like, as soon as the two agents like accidentally went there, the fear drained right out of them.
Yeah.
All right. Subsequent investigation of the cinema location found no trace of the color or Agent Malik. A thin biological film covering 17 irregularly shaped areas of the wall, a circumlative of 4.5 square meters in the area, was covered. Microscopy found it to be composed of human kidney cells that were a DNA match for Agent Kang. Rest in peace, Agent Kang. Agent Malik and Kang were considered missing in action. I'm pretty positive they're dead. Further attempts to intercept SCP-5783 calls or emergencies have been halted while the possibility of a retro-causal event is investigated. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an ad break. So what do you think of the SCP?
It was pretty good. I like it. Now we gotta go to the rubric. And bam, there's a thumbnail.
Yes, we still. I still vote for.
Yeah. Wait, I just realized the nurse kind of looks like Miss Frizzle.
Like if Miss Frizzle was a nurse and the person with the head off looks like a Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Which has
Alright.
nothing to do with this SCP.
Alright. Make sure, gotta make sure. They did do the correct person. Oh my gosh, Cheery. They didn't draw lizards. The accident never was, and they do alien emojis. They consider these aliens. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Emergency services. How may I help you?
I need segmentation.
Transferring you now.
This is segmentation. Your location.
Oh shit. God damn it, I keep doing it.
What?
I let the thumbnail on. Professional streamer.
Okay.
Anyways.
Emergency services. How may I help you?
I need segmentation.
Transferring you now.
This is segmentation. Your location and problem.
I'm at and it's my mother. She's open.
Is she coterminous? Is she ascendant?
I think so.
Good. Can you try lifting her right mandible for me?
Okay. Mom, I'm just gonna move your mandible now. Okay, for the nice person on the phone. I did it. It's a little acidic, but it still resonates. Is that good?
Okay, you're doing great. Just try to keep her calm and well lubricated. I've sent a cocoon. They should be with you soon.
How long ago was this call taken?
7 minutes since it disconnected.
All right, let's get to the location and see what's going on.
They rode in the back of the van. The location of the call was only 15 minutes away. What the hell
I just
is
want to say the mother did not look
What?
open.
No.
What? Oh, god damn it. It jumped again. Hold on.
I hate it when it does that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say the mother was not drawn as open.
Yeah.
For some time now.
Any idea what to expect when we get there?
An acidic mom with a broken mandible?
You could have just said no.
Sir, we're here. All right, let's go.
They stepped out of the van. Nothing. They were on the side of a small road. No house, no signs. Nothing was around. It was totally deserted.
Are you sure we're in the right place? 100%, sir. Coordinates are confirmed.
Klaus looked to the sky with a look of confusion. Welcome back. Today I bring you SCP-5...
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm being called for something.
Anyone have any questions about the SCP while Bright is away?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Alright, then let's get back and watching the video. 3, 2, 1.
5783. Accidents never happen. Please remember to subscribe. Chen turned off the device, and that's the entire message.
And you say when you got there, there was nothing?
Exactly.
How odd. Put the device before me and I'll see what memories lie within it.
Chen walked to Pythia and laid the device down on the table before her. She concentrated her mental powers, searching for a memory, a clue.
There's nothing.
What do you mean by nothing?
I mean, there's no memory, no event.
How is that possible?
I don't know, but there's nothing there. Like it never happened.
You understand the plan?
Yeah, it's simple enough. Make the call, ask for segmentation, and see what info we can get out of them. I'm on standby if we get some actionable info.
Good, let's do it.
Klaus picked up the headset and
Oh
called
my god,
emergency
the goddamn
services.
kitty ears.
Emergency services.
Headset.
How can I help you?
I require segmentation.
There was a pause.
Hello, my mother is open. She needs help.
No response came.
Sir, are you lying to me?
What? No, she's in bad shape.
If you don't have a serious emergency, please disconnect now.
I do. My mother, her mandible.
Not in this membrane, and not at your angle. Stop wasting our time.
Klaus heard the click of the line disconnecting. Well, so much for that idea. So, who or what are these segmentation fellas?
Strange, isn't it? We don't really have anything to go on, but the language and terms they use are very, very strange.
How do we proceed then?
We can't trick them, it seems, and Pythia isn't seeing anything. I don't see any other option but to wait for another call and respond.
We did that before and found nothing.
Ah, yes! But this time, let's do it a little different. Let's take over the call. Let's be the emergency services.
Oh, sounds fun.
SCP-5783 phone call, ongoing. Excellent. Patch us in.
Klaus heard the caller.
There's 2 of them, I think. I thought I'd lost them at the curvature, but they must have scented me. Please come quickly. They're coming through the differential.
Hello, ma'am. I'll be taking over your call. Can you confirm your status?
I've refracted myself, so I'll be harder to find. I'm sheathed.
Can you describe yourself so our agent can identify you?
I've got a sunlit pelt and fragrant windows.
Klaus looked over at Chen. What the hell did that mean?
Can you describe the 2 invaders?
They're trembling and heavy. They're going to break the differential. I need to be quiet. Wait.
Klaus muted the call.
Send agents King and Malik to the location now.
I'm on my way.
No, not you, Chen. I need you on the call with me. We'll follow as backup after the call. Agents King and Malik en route.
Klaus listened to the caller. He could hear her still breathing.
Hello?
I'm here. It's strange. The intruders. The curvature dilated. They're soft. They don't resonate properly. They move so strangely.
Are they dangerous?
I don't even think they're intelligent. If they can't project or understand curvature, probably not. Listen, do you hear that? They're making noises. Disgusting. When are the pods arriving?
In the background, there was a faint, distorted muffle. Then the call disconnected.
What the? Any word from Agents King or Malik?
They should have reached the location 2 minutes ago, but communications broke down shortly before.
Damn it! Let's go!
It was an old, abandoned theater. It looked
What?
like nobody had been inside for years. They searched the area, but no trace of the agents was found.
Something doesn't add up. The caller seemed to describe a home invasion, but this is a theater.
Right, and we know the agents made it this far, but there's nothing. No sign of them at all. From behind, an agent called out.
I might have something.
What is it, Agent? The walls.
He shone a UV light onto the walls. A thin, wet coating was barely visible on them.
Get a sample. Bring it back to my lab.
Did you find anything from that sample?
Yeah. Kidney cells. Agent Malik's.
What? So they found the SCP?
Well, yes and no.
Explain.
You remember how the caller described 2 assailants looking for her? Well, what if those assailants were Agents Malik and Kang?
That's not possible. They responded to her call. How could they be there before we even knew the location?
It's a temporal paradox. It doesn't make sense.
I think you're grasping at straws, Doc. Too many late-night sci-fis.
Well, there's also this. We cleaned up the last section of the audio from the call.
They're making noises. Disgusting. When are the pods arriving?
Malik, help me! SCP-5783 is an emergency service which can be contacted by telephone in any locality that has a specialized number for emergency services. If the caller asks for segmentation, the call is connected via presently untraceable means to a dispatcher. 5783-1 will speak to the caller, ascertain key details of the emergency.
Oh my god, I forgot about
instructions
this.
or advice, and will also frequently claim to have dispatched agents as a response. The semantic content of calls is largely inscrutable. Conversation is carried out in the caller's language using normal vocabulary and grammar. However, the situations described do not correspond to baseline reality. Despite this, callers to 5783 act as if they were witnesses or participants in genuine emergency situations. And 5783-1 treats calls with concomitant sincerity and urgency. No physical evidence of the emergencies described in 5783 calls has been found. No 5783 caller has been successfully identified. When specific locations, objects, and persons are described in an SCP-5783 call, subsequent investigations once the emergency has been resolved have uniformly reported that the descriptions have no correspondence to observed reality at the named location. Further, these locations are uniformly and currently uninhabited or sparsely inhabited areas. In 100% of cases where 5783 has been requested by name, the emergency services call taker has successfully connected the caller to 5783-1. Despite this, call takers involved in a 5783 call have shown no awareness of 5783 when interviewed, and are unable to demonstrate the process of connecting an SCP-5783 call. Foundation agents who attended the given location of an ongoing emergency described in a 5783 call are missing in action. Direct data of their experience was irrecoverable. Full containment of 5783 is considered both prohibitively disruptive and undesirable at this time. Containment efforts instead focus on keeping the general public unaware of the availability of the segmentation emergency service.
Always look for the simplest explanation, even if it's far-fetched and ridiculous. It doesn't change the fact that it's likely still true.
As always, have a
Removal of character / license.
I think we should move that to a 2 because while they didn't remove any of the license, they removed the one character's cousins and they also removed the MTF group.
Yeah.
They completely removed that group.
Alright. And added gore or violence.
Technically, that should be a 1 or a 2 because they added violence with how the 2 agents died. Before, we didn't know how it died, only that it probably wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I'll say 2. There. Deviates from the plot of the article. Yes.
4.
they
3 or 4. I think it's a, yeah.
They scrambled the calls. Oh, and they also got rid of the Spanish call.
Yes, they did. They removed the Spanish call. Oh, that means it should probably be a 3 at the top instead of a 2. Because they removed, that would be an entire other character.
Alright, you talk to them more about this stuff. I'm being called again. I'll be back.
Alright. The parts that they altered was they changed the insect people, the insect alternate reality versions of, like, people in our world that into aliens, which they were not. They are not aliens, they are not reptiles, they are bug people. And when you understand they are bug people, a lot of the language they use when talking makes more sense. Like, if someone's mandibles become acidic, something in their internal organs might have burst. Like, some insects have literal organs in their mandibles that release acids or venoms, things like that, which would cause it to become more acidic. And if someone is open, aka cut, that could happen. That's what happens when people are injured. Sometimes things open. It's magical. And they also didn't show the mother that was open that she was open. They didn't understand the SCP file enough to realize she had an open wound. They didn't understand the SCP file to understand the other call they used, where she was basically saying she had been followed, and obviously it meant the people who had followed her had also been insect people. They were not the MTFs. They just changed basically almost everything. And honestly, they also removed the SCP's responders themselves, because that character had its own voice in the SCP files. While they had it in the video and they did their own voice.
Sorry, I was being called for Busta. Now Busta's in the room.
Okay.
Alright. So, only minute of video / offensiveness.
They removed at least one woman. We don't know the genders of the cousins.
And they removed the Spanish.
Oh, you're right. That's at least a 2. One woman and all Spanish. They also, yeah.
It probably got a higher score this time.
I enjoy that now that we've understood CP better, we understand how much they've actually fucked up a little better.
25%.
This is the first 25%. I don't mind them getting it all. I feel, because remember when we first looked it over, we gave it a 60%.
Oh yeah.
I think that was literally because we didn't understand the SCP enough.